Do you struggle with fatigue, anxiety, or an autoimmune disorder and wondering if healing is even possible? We know how hard it can be to keep going when your symptoms feel overwhelming and like it's controlling your life. Today, I'm talking with Angie, who has battled with these conditions, which has made her everyday life challenging. Hear how Reorgin's brain retraining program using neuroplasticity has helped Angie rewire her brain's response to symptoms and reclaim her life.
Life's getting better. I'm not 100% where I want to be, but I made great progress. And I'm happy that I can recognize that and see that. I'm able to learn to deal with the discomfort in a better way, think about it differently, and retrain my response to it. And it's brought a lot of value.
Hello, Angie. Thank you for joining me. Tell me, what conditions were you dealing with before you started the Reorigin program?
I was dealing with headaches, migraines, depression, panic and anxiety attacks, fatigue, autoimmune disorders. The list goes on.
Sounds like you were dealing with a lot. And how long did you experience these symptoms?
About 4 years.
And how did they affect your life?
It was hard. It was hard. I finally got to a place where I couldn't work anymore. Or if I did, it was just almost debilitating.
Yeah, that sounds tough. Can you describe what your life was like before your illness? Like what activities you were involved in?
Yeah, I was very active and very busy. I was working full time. I'm the mother of 3 kids, so I was busy with my kids. I was teaching Zumba fitness classes. I was in great shape, and life was good.
Yeah. What did your hardest days look like during your illness? Specifically, like physically, mentally, relationships?
Yeah. The hardest days were dark days. They were hard. It drove a wedge between my marriage, my husband and I, because he didn't understand. I felt like I was growing distant from my children because I just didn't have the energy. And, that all led to a lot of more guilt and depression. And it was just a vicious cycle.
Yes, it can be very hard on everyone. What other treatments and therapies did you try?
Oh, I feel like I've done it all. I did everything from diet changes to supplements. I saw a few different doctors, full labs and everything, and nobody could find anything really wrong with me. It was awful. I did try some alternative options, like alternative medicine. And I do still continue to work with my 2 practitioners, and they have been helpful. But there was still a piece of the puzzle missing.
Sure. Yeah, Reorigin can work very nicely alongside with your physicians for sure.
Great.
Yeah. And how did you find out about Reorigin?
It was like an answer to a prayer. Something had come up on Instagram. I had been researching brain retraining, and you guys happened to come up on Instagram. And so I was like, well, I'm going to check it out. And one thing led to another. I was hesitant, but also felt like I was desperate. Like, what's it going to hurt?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you found us. And you said you had some hesitations at the beginning, even when you started the practice?
Not so much after I'd been through the series of videos and understood more. But I was just kind of like a little doubtful, like, can this really work? I don't know. But I took a leap of faith.
Yeah, it can be hard after you've tried so many other modalities and just, feeling left that way. So what was your experience like when you first started with Reorigin program?
Right away, I loved it. I felt such hope. Like I was like, oh my gosh, just such hope. And a lot of the other testimonials I watched and stuff, like I could relate so much to these people. I was like, oh my gosh, it's such a lonely place. You think you're alone and nobody understands. And so right away, I just loved the positivity that it brings.
Nice. Yeah. What is it like now after participating in the Reorigin program?
Life's getting better. I'm not 100% where I want to be, but I made great progress, and I'm happy that I can recognize that and see that. I'm able to learn to deal with the discomfort in a better way. Like Ben said, dance with the discomfort. I'm able to think about it differently and retrain my response to it. And it's brought a lot of value.
That's great. What tools or parts of the program did you like the best?
Of course, the short form and long form, I think, are very, very helpful. Um, I also really love the follow along exercises. Um, those are fun, and just the community, like the forum and the win space, awesome. Like, I think that's what sets you guys top notch above everybody else. It's the community that you built.
Yeah, it is a fantastic community and we cheer each other on, celebrate each other's wins. It's very important in the healing journey. What message would you like to share with someone who's just starting Reorigin or considering it?
I would say just do it. Just do it. Um, Even when you have doubts and when you feel like, is this really working? I say just do it, because you have suffered so much. Like, what do you have to lose at this point? That's what I would say.
Yeah. And how would you describe Reorigin to someone new?
Oh, that's a tough one. So hard to put into words. Um, I would say that this is a program to help you retrain the way that you respond to symptoms, to discomfort. Like, I still have my rough days, but there's so much more doable now. Like, I am able to have such a different response, and it's wonderful. So that's what I would tell anybody is it's the way to follow a new path.
Yeah. Yeah. Create new neural pathways, live a
Mhm.
more healthy and happier life.
Absolutely.
Well, I must say it has been an absolute pleasure to watch you grow and heal throughout the last 6 months. Celebrate your wins with you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today and sharing your story with everyone. Angie's story is living proof that healing is possible, even when it feels out of reach. Using the Reorigin brain training program has allowed her to now manage her symptoms and live a healthier and happier life. If you're ready to take back control of your life, head over to reorigin.com and get started today.